You're watching the SCAC Player of the Week interviews. It's week 11 of the 2021-22 SCAC men's basketball season. And today we're joined by the SCAC men's basketball Player of the Week, sophomore forward Jason Jones Jr. of the Austin College Roos. And Jason, congratulations and thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Jason, you and the rest of your Roo teammates now 5-10 on the season, 2-4 in SCAC play, having won 2 of your last 3, coming off a pair of big victories last weekend, beating Arlington Baptist, and most importantly, that SCAC win over Centenary at home. Just sort of take me through, the course of this season, where this team is at. Do you feel like this team is starting to find its stride as we really head into that second half of SCAC play?
We're really starting to find our stride. We just got to keep trusting each other and keep working hard. We got to lock down defensively and just keep finding each other, We understand that it's a long season and that we have many games ahead of us, and we just got to take it day by day.
Jason, individually, you were outstanding last week in those 2 victories, specifically in that win over Centenary, posting 2 double-doubles, win over the Gents, 12 points, 11 rebounds for the week. You averaged 13.5 points, 12.5 rebounds, and stuffed the stat sheet, 4 steals, 3 assists, 2 blocks to go along with those averages. Just sort of take me through your play last week. How were you able to be so successful out there on the floor for the Roos?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of came off the court. My mom, she's a chief in the U.S. Air Force, and she's stationed in Stuttgart, Germany. She was able to fly down for those games, so that gave me a lot of confidence. And I wanted to, put on a show for her because that was her first time ever watching me in college. And I just like my team just trusted me. They trust me. I'm more of a focal point on offense now, and just be able to get it done together.
Certainly makes for a special story having your mom there. As you look at in your sophomore season, Jason, what's been the biggest difference from year 1 to year 2? Obviously, last year, all the adversity everyone had to face, but you've got that experience and you're kind of seeing it in the confidence in your play now. As I mentioned, double digits in scoring 3 of your last 6 games and really starting to come on. What's been the biggest difference for you from last year to this season?
I think the biggest difference for me is just being patient, like as I said before, it's a long season. Last year, we only had like 9-10 games. And so this year, just understanding that it's a long season, you have to have a short-term memory, you have a loss and you just got to bounce back because you might have another game the next day. So that's how I'm able to, keep going. And last year gave me that experience that I needed to understand that college is a lot faster and a lot stronger than high school. So, yeah.
Jason, offensively, this Roos team has been outstanding all season. Second in the SCAC in terms of points per game. This team averaging just under 80 at 78.8 points per game. You're one of just 4 teams in the league that has 4 guys averaging in double figures every single night. How difficult does that make it for opposing teams to game plan against this group, knowing there's so many options on the floor? And how have you been able to have that success as a team offensively this season?
Yeah, I think it makes us real difficult to guard. Jackson, he's a straight shooter. Tristan, Jalen, it makes us all threats. And once we're all like trusting each other and able to find each other, that's when we play our best like basketball. Chance and Goodman, leading us on offense, always having assists. Yeah, I think it just comes from knowing like who we are and where we're going to be on the court and just like understanding our skill sets.
And finally, as we look ahead to this weekend, Jason, a pair of huge SCAC contests on the horizon. Shriner and Southwestern come to town. What are your thoughts heading into this weekend? What will be key for this team to continue to build on the momentum it's gained over the last week or 2?
I think we need to focus on defense, because we've been getting a lot of steals lately, and that leads into transition. And that's when we play our best basketball, when we get out and run, rather than playing in more of a half-court game. Because, as you said, like we average over 80 points per game, and so and that comes from defense, getting our steals and blocks and just rebounding. So that's what we need to focus on.
A native of Houston, Texas, in this week's SCAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week, sophomore forward Jason Jones Jr. of the Austin College Roos. Jason, congratulations on your honor and best of luck as you continue to march forward throughout your sophomore season.
Thank you.